Hey, this is Fernie Spouse, and if you want to learn how my mentor was able to personally sponsor 1,732 distributors into his network marketing organization in 30 days using the internet, stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hello and welcome to this week's Attraction Marketing Biz Builder lesson. And boy, do I have a treat for you. Today, I have a training that was put together by my personal mentor, Tim Irway, where he'll be teaching you how to create a simple one-page website designed to convert visitors into red-hot prospects for your business. In fact, this is the exact same tech he used to generate tens of thousands of leads and recruit 1,732 distributors in 30 days into his network marketing business when he first got online over 10 years ago. And I personally use this strategy today to generate 400 to 500 prospects daily. That's 12 to 15,000 per month, of which 500 to 800 become paying customers and about 80 become serious business builders every single month. So yes, I can personally vouch for the effectiveness of this very simple strategy. Now, there are a few quick things you need to know before we begin. First, this training was taken from a live event 6 years ago. It was my first live event. So the quality of the video is not super high def, but it's definitely good enough. Also, some terms. Tim talks about traffic. He simply means website visitors. When he talks about building a list, he simply means a list of prospects. And leads of subscribers also just means prospects. Finally, when he says sales funnels, it simply means the process for recruiting prospects and customers. And one more thing, copywriting, the term copywriting is an advertising term that simply means words that influence or sell, not to be confused with copyright, which is an intellectual property term. I know that's a lot. Hope you got that. The internet has their own terms for things you're probably already familiar with as networkers. And for your convenience, I've also listed the definitions in the description above. So with that said, without further ado, here's my mentor, Tim Irway.
It's so great to be here, guys. I had an interesting experience on my journey here. What was supposed to be a 6-hour journey turned into a 28-hour nightmare. And what I learned is what Delta actually stands for. Don't ever leave the airport. Anyway, I'll move on. So to sum up my past, I don't want to go into detail. But I'll say this, I struggled, and this was early 2001. I lost a lot of money. I went into debt. I got evicted from my one-bedroom apartment with my wife, who was pregnant at the time, with our second child, and it was really hard. But the good news is I eventually, with some help from friends and people who knew how to market online, was able to pull out and recover. And what I'm here to share with you guys today is the 3 things that were responsible for my turnaround. So by a show of hands, how many people have capture pages and are currently building a list? Awesome, awesome. Keep your hands up. Okay, of those of you who have capture pages and are building your own list, how many of you have at least 100 subscribers? Keep your hands up. Okay, I can hardly see because, oh, wow, lots of hands. Awesome. Okay, how many of you guys have 1,000 subscribers? There we go, I can see better. Awesome. 5,000 subscribers. Keep your hands up. 10,000 subscribers or more. Okay, we've got a few people. Awesome. That's great. Well, congratulations, guys. Okay, for those of you who raised your hand and have 1,000 or more, raise your hand once more for me. I want everyone to look around the room. Find 2 or 3 people close to you that have their hands up. Okay, these are the people you're going to want to talk to. Okay, these are the people you're going to want to talk to. The reason we come to events like this is to network and to learn. And one of the most valuable things that you can do here is make relationships with people who've done what you want to do. And I've got a saying, it's how I live my life, and it's find someone who's got what you want, do what they do, and get what they got. So So we're going to talk about how to create capture pages that convert traffic into red-hot leads. And let's just briefly cover the basics. What's the purpose of a capture page? To capture, exactly. So the gateway, it's the gateway to your sales funnel, right? This is where the magic happens. This is where you turn cold leads or cold traffic into red-hot leads. And it's the most important conversion point in your sales process, the most without a doubt. And I'll explain why. Everything that you do after you capture traffic, if you screw it up, you can fix it later. If you have a bad sales letter, you can fix it later. If your phone skills suck, you can fix it later. But if you don't capture that traffic, if you don't capture that lead, you've wasted money. You've wasted your time. You've wasted your energy, and everything that you're doing to generate traffic is in vain. So it's crucial that you get this part right, and that's why I call it the gateway to your sales funnel, okay? So here's the good news. The good news is that this isn't rocket science. You get no extra points for level of difficulty with this. It's a very simple thing to do. And a lot of people put too much thought into it, and they overcomplicate it, and it just makes things really a pain in the ass. So really, we're gonna talk about 5 things, and time permitting, we're gonna have a little Q&A at the end. 4 must-have components of a capture page. Creating headlines on your capture page. Dangling that carrot, getting people to take the action that you want, and that's the bribe. How to create capture page video. And then we're going to go into some real-world examples of some of the capture pages that are working for us and some of our business partners and good friends and other speakers that you've seen here today, or excuse me, the last couple days. So we'll start with the 4 must-have components of a capture page, okay? First one, obviously the headline, right? That's the first thing that people see when they come onto your page, okay? The second thing is the offer or the bribe, and that's what you're giving in exchange for what they give you. Okay, it's the value exchange. Third thing is a capture form, all right? Without this, you're not building your list. You're not getting the subscribers, and you're not able to turn those subscribers into cash. So building the list, you need a capture form to do that. And then the last thing, which we're not going to talk a lot about, but that you have to have on a capture page is the legal stuff, okay? Other things you can do on a capture page, multimedia like video and audio. You could do subheads, bullets, testimonials, all kinds of stuff like that. We're not going to talk about a lot of this stuff today. Again, I want to make this as easy and simple and brainless as possible. This is our ugly ugly capture page that we've been using for a number of years. A few things have changed on it. We split test and change things all the time, but it hasn't really changed that much over the years. And the reason it hasn't changed that much is because it freaking converts. I mean, we've tested different colors, we test headlines, but this is what's working for us right now. And as you can see, it's very simple. We've got the headline up at the top. Second thing down, we've got the video. Third thing is the offer or the bribe. And then, of course, at the bottom, we have the legal stuff, okay? So let's start from the top. What's at the top? Headline, you got it. So some important points to remember. The reason for your headline is to get attention, right? That's the whole reason for the headline. You want to get people who are casual visitors scanning your websites and going through their email, and you want to suck them in. You want to pull them into your message. One thing that's a common mistake that I see a lot of people make is they try to sell whatever it is that they're selling on their capture page, which you don't want to do. Okay, the capture page is only to sell one thing, and that's the opt-in, okay? It's to get them to take one action only, and that is opt into your capture page. We're going to write this next thing down, so be prepared. When writing your headlines, you're going to want to remember the answer to these 3 questions. And I want you all to write this down because this is important. We're going to do an exercise. This is interactive. It's going to involve everyone. So go ahead and write these down. Who is your prospect? What is their problem? And how are you going to solve it, or how can you solve it? So go ahead and just write the questions down for now. And then right next to the questions or under the questions, I want you to write that. Be as specific as possible. Come up with a something like 30-something-year-old upper class or upper middle class white collar worker, Joe the plumber, whatever. But be specific. Stay-at-home mom, whatever, and just describe your prospect. Try to get a picture of them in your mind, a visual image of them in your mind. Okay? So once you've got that picture, you've got that written down, what keeps them up at night? What's their pain? What's their problem? What's their challenge? Okay, write that down. Number one biggest challenge. Number three, how can you solve it? Okay. Now, again, we're not talking about anything like products or opportunities at this point. We're just saying we're trying to solve the problem. What keeps you up at night is you don't make enough money. Well, I have the solution. It's to how to make more money. Just the solution. Not specifics like, I've got this great network marketing plan. Let me draw you a circle. Anyone got a napkin? Get three who get none of that stuff. Just very simple answers. Okay. Now, let's go over the 8 core motivators, okay? The 8 core motivators that have proven over and over again to sell products, services, opportunities are, number 1, make money. Number 2, save money. Number 3, save time. Number 4, save effort. Improve health. Impress others. Increase pleasure. And eliminate pain. Okay? How many of you are here today because you want to make money? Awesome. How many of you would like to save money in your advertising? How many of you want to struggle for 5 years doing this, or do you want to just do it like really quickly? Awesome. You remember we talked about no points for degree of difficulty, no extra points. Who wants to make life easy and do this easy? Increase pleasure, eliminate pain. These kind of encompass all of that because obviously money gives you pleasure. Getting rid of bills, eliminates pain. So that kind of encompasses everything else. So if the thing that you put on the previous slide, what is their problem and how can you solve it? If it didn't involve one of these 8 things, redo that answer, okay? Okay. Everyone got that? Awesome. Okay. Let's talk about one of the 10 commandments of internet marketing. Know thy market. You absolutely, positively, without a doubt, must be able to step into the shoes and get into the mind of your market and understand how they think, understand what motivates them, understand their desires, their challenges, their biggest fears, and their desires. You've got to know what your prospect is thinking because inside their mind, they're thinking that right now. And depending on how well you're able to relate to them and how well you're able to convey that message, you're going to be able to convert people in every step of your sales process, whether it's on the capture page, if you're picking up the phone and talking to them, if you're writing a sales letter to sell a product, if you're selling an affiliate offer, whatever the case may be, you have to know what they're thinking and what their pain is and what their challenges are and their desires and their fears. You must know this. Here's 3 headlines that have proven effective for us, okay? We've used these over and over again. Again, do not overcomplicate this. Choose one of these templates. I want everyone here. Does not matter if you know what your giveaway is. Does not matter if you know what your bribe is. You know the problem, right? You know the solution, right? Damn it. Okay, the next step is the bribe or the offer. We got 20 minutes, so I'm going to rush through this. Bribe, offer, or carrot. This is what you're dangling to get them to opt in. What's the purpose? In every step of the sales process, you are making an offer to your prospect. You are making an offer always. And the reason for the bribe, the reason for this is to make the offer of the value exchange. And the value exchange is what they get in exchange for giving you their contact information. And that's really the key to building an opt-in list, is you make something valuable enough for them that outweighs the risk for them giving you their contact information, okay? It is the single biggest factor in whether or not you will convert your subscribers, your visitors into subscribers. Absolutely, without a doubt. Headline's important, but the headline is really wrapped around the offer, right? So the offer is extremely, extremely important. The value exchange scale should be tipped in your prospect's favor. Again, the risk of giving you their contact information. Everyone's on 100 email lists, right? So you have to make your offer pretty darn good and pretty darn valuable. And remember, we talked about the 8 core motivators. So address those 8 core motivators. What is the problem that you are going to solve for your prospect? Okay? Along with the copy, make sure you test the format. Okay? A couple examples are videos, reports, blueprints, white papers, email series, boot camps, blueprints, formulas, flow charts, whatever format, and a combination of those. So make sure you test those things as well. For us, video works really well. Okay, people like to watch video. And consider how you plan on following up. If you're just going to follow up by email and you're going to do a 2-step approach where you're getting their name and then you're getting them to take another action before you call them, then just collect their name and email. And the reason being is because the more things you put on that form, on that contact form, let me just go back here. That contact form right here has first name and email. If you have first name, email, phone number, address, favorite color, favorite food, if you have all that on there, you're not going to get very many people opting in. So you want to eliminate as many of those fields as possible. And if you're not planning on following up with them by phone, then don't put that here. And make it a 2-step approach and have another process in place to get them to take an action before you call them or give you their number or email you or whatever it is. If you're going to call every lead that comes through, great, put the field on there. But just remember that every single field you put on creates friction in the process. So that's going to reduce your conversions a little bit, but you might get more qualified leads, and that's the payoff. So one more exercise here. This is crafting your bribe. We're going to take 3 minutes to do this. Here's your template, not even 3 minutes, 2 minutes. This is the template, very simple to use. Again, do not overcomplicate this. This is not rocket science. If you try to make this more difficult, oh, this is marketing, it has to be difficult, I will come down there and I will beat you. Guys, I'm 2 minutes over, 3 minutes over. I want to say I really appreciate all of you for being here. You've made a commitment to your business, and I just want to congratulate all of you. Go out there, be bold, kick some ass, change people's lives. Thank you very much.
Well, wasn't that interesting? You've probably seen this strategy deployed online in many markets, and Tim was one of the first in our industry to use it to build his business. When I first learned about what Tim had done, I already spent a year killing myself sponsoring just 17 people into my business. So needless to say, I had finally found someone who spoke to my generation of network marketers who want to be able to use technology and the internet to build, and he had literally solved the #1 problem in the network marketing space, which is finding more prospects to talk to about your business who are actually interested in what you got. At the end of this video, you'll have an opportunity to get some more free detailed training on how online recruiting works. But first, if you found this video eye-opening and valuable and educational, please like, comment, and share with your friends. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if you've already used similar methods in your business. On behalf of everyone at Elite Marketing Pro, have a wonderful and productive week. For 10 free online recruiting lessons and to get information about my best-selling book, where I dive deep into rejection-free sponsoring methods using the internet, visit elitemarketingpro.com/go. I'll see you there.